Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the notion of expat input into matters pertaining to Thai immigration. This kind of came to my attention in some recent correspondence I'm going to go ahead and quote directly from. I'm very much convinced that immigration are not acting in bad faith. I have quote unquote defended them repeatedly in correspondence with you, that's me, and in conversations with expats. Still, I think that they could do a much better job on their online platforms. We've definitely seen a lot of feedback on that. Quoting further, maybe they should hire some expats as consultants. Alternatively or additionally, they could conduct an opinion poll on a volunteer basis. When one files a 90-day report in person or online, one is asked to complete a survey with questions like, what do you think of our systems? How could we improve them, etc. Well, yeah, I definitely think that could provide some positive feedback. The problem is, I won't necessarily say they don't care. I think they do. Immigration authorities, this is the world over, I think, but I'm going to look at this primarily because I deal with them all the time, Thai or U.S., or even in certain cases we do sometimes deal with Cambodian or Malaysia. There's sort of a dual thing going on here. On one level, they do have to deal with the public and they have to maintain a certain professional courtesy. But another thing to bear in mind is their job is, to some extent, thwarting folks trying to get into a country. Now, it's thwarting folks operating in bad faith, presumably folks that qualify for entry, especially tourists. Thailand really, I think, if they had their druthers, they'd love to see the tourists return. But just sort of in a general sense, immigration is not particularly designed with the customer is always right kind of mentality. So do I think that this is very likely anytime in the near future? Probably not. Do I think that it could help? Yeah. The notion of having consultants, I don't think that's overly feasible. But the notion of, maybe having some kind of feedback mechanism where people can provide some input as to, what their experience was like, or maybe how things could be improved. Perhaps, again, that really isn't their primary function, so I think it's probably a long shot that we would actually see this. But you never know, sort of dare to dream.